Okay, let's make him walk forward. As I said, walking in place, I mean, come on, just showing off at this point. So to make him walk forward, quite simple. All we're going to do. By the way, one other thing I want to show you, if we had to select everything and mainly just select these, because soon we're going to have other animated things if we select the arms and the legs. If you want to make this go faster or slower, you could go to frame 1A to select all the keyframes and then SS to scale them up. And if we scale them up, you will see that now you will be walking in slow motion, or if we scale it down. Like so, I'm going to get Control Z, scale it way down. He'll be walking like, okay, that's just funny right there. He'll be walking like he's in a hurry. I kind of like that. Hilarious. All right, I'm just going to Control Z to undo that. But just know that you could do that, and make sure your timeline thing is set to frame 1, because this actually scales it based on where it is. You can see if it's their scales that like that, which is no bueno. So make sure you're on frame 1 if you decide to change the time of the walk. I'm just going to leave out the default. This is a good pace right here. All right, let's go to frame 1. We're going to select this empty that we had and hit I location rotation scale. Now let's go ahead and move forward to frame. Let's see again, 24 frames in a second. So if we go to frame 50, it's about 2 seconds. We're going to hit. Gee, why bring that forward and hit I location rotation scale, and let's see what that gives us right there. Play it. And you could see that. He needs to move a little bit faster, because right now he's moving a little bit, or he needs to move further, is what I'm saying. So on frame 50, let's go back to frame 50. One of two things we could do. We could either bring frame 50 down to a lower frame, or increase how far he goes. So let's increase how far he goes. Let's hit Y. Make him go all the way out here. It hit our location rotation scale and see what that gives us. Cool. So that's pretty good right there. And one other thing is that you could see that when he walks, it actually goes from slow to fast and then slows down because the handle type. Let's go back to the graph editor. And right here you can see that the object transformed for the empty. You can see the Y graph right here. And the handle type or interpolation mode on this is smooth. So if we go to key interpolation mode, what shortcut key is T? You can see right now it's set to Bezier handle type or interpolation mode and the Bezier curve. Basically, if we zoom in here, I'm going to hit Control Spacebar to maximize this window. You can see it has a nice fall off right here. And at the end it has a nice fall off as well. So the animation is basically it takes up some speed, then goes fast, and then slows down. So it kind of eases in and eases out. I don't really want that. I want it to be constant. So let's select this handle right here, which it was already selected. So we need to select it again in location. We're going to select the handle, and we want to select the handles of the Y location graph. I'm going to hit Bill box like that handle and B box like that handle. So B left, click and drag, and select those handles. So we have both of these selected right here, and I'm just going to hit the TK and select linear. So we'll make a linear handle type right here. And you can see that doesn't ease in and out. I'm going to hit Control Spacebar, and let's see what that looks like. Now, if we play it, you can see it's just constant, and he doesn't start slow and slow. Now again, if we want to change this, we could select last keyframe from 50 and move this down to make it go faster, or what's wrong thing, or move the keyframe up to make it go slower. And you could adjust this to the pace that you want. I think I'm going to put it to frame 50 where I had it before. I like the pace that he's going at right there. All right, sweet. Last thing we're going to do is scale up the plane, and then at frame 50, we want him to stop walking, because right now, I mean, it looks like he hit an invisible wall, and he's a broken robot, and he just keeps walking on, which is not good. All right, so let's fix that. To do that, it's quite simple. We just need to select each body part, go to the graph editor, hit the End key to go the modifiers. And under the Cycles modifier, we're going to select Restrict Frame Range. Once you select that, you could select the starting frame, and the ending frame starting frame is 0, which is fine. We're going to put the end frame to frame 50. And so now, when he reaches frame 50, the Cycles modifier will stop, as you could see right there. So obviously we have to do the rest the same for the rest unless you want it to look like that. That is totally fine. So again, restrict frame range frame 50 and do that for all the body parts that you want to restrict. Unless you want some unrestricted body parts, that's fine with me. And then right there, we're going to play that. And there we go, sweet. Yeah, man, this is so satisfying. All right, cool. I'm going to watch that one more time, Suerte. All right, let's say this file save as much as you guys can see. I'm excited by the simplest of things because 3D is awesome. Save this and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Choof for now. Over.